Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving to the...
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the L.A. Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Pierman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, also a first down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joe Tryon Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Go. Ray.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chargers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little...
Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll stay on the ground. It's Pierman again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. This is Pierman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go. Ready?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. He may go. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a 2nd and 10.
Crowd right.
Here's Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Herbert. They'll roll him out right. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Sliding out of the pocket. There's a short one taken in by Otten.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pearman. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Cobb. Here comes Cobb. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run with Pearman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Blankenship's kick is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the Chargers' 38-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
They're on 17-yard line.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 15-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trailed as we get back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, 77 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Herbert on first down now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Four receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
Ray.
Herbert now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Go.
They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Kappa.
Herbert throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Finds Johnston. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
21. Ready.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Go.
Now it's Herbert. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Set.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. There he goes, left side. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 34 yards. And the Bucs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Hey. 5-9, 5-9. Crowd right. Why did it?
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff running through the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. they'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
Let's go. Roll.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about
blitz coming, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Dancing to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Eckler. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Crowd right.
They'll run for it with Eckler, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand.
Here we go. Cut 19. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around. Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw the
back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this J. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me. Mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk of a name by the dip. But the name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. going to school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Trying to hit my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Bend on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, dying on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been Frank in the friend zone. Got. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turn into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die. Hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I'll post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the babe. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
Yeah, alright, I got him. T-Stead, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from